Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Amma ba'd. So yesterday we were discussing the tahzir, how to warn somebody. As I said to you before, in here the maf'ul, the fa'il is usually mahzuf. So one way is you mention the thing you want. You mention the muhazzar and muhazzar minhu, the person you're warning and the thing you're warning from, using iyaka. So originally ittaqi, save yourself from this. But when you remove ittaqi, you can't have ka by itself because ka is zamir muttasil. So you change the ka to iya. Zamir munfasil. Then you say iyaka wal asada. And the different ways of saying it is iyaka wal asada, iyaka min al asadi, or iyaka al asada. Yes? Right. Another way of saying it here, this ibara is a bit strange because if you look in the hasha of the old copies, and even it's like, is it what is it going to be? Because if you say huwa ma'mulun or dhikru, in the hasha it says huwa fa'lun majhulun. It doesn't make sense how you fa'lun majhul because where would it be atfan? So I've gone against the hasha and everything. And I've said dhikru. The hasha and other places some books may have dhukira. To me dhukira doesn't make sense. I can't figure out how it can be dhukira. So I've gone to dhikru. Okay, wa huwa ma'mulun, it's a ma'mul of, or it is dhikrul muhazzari minhu mukarrara. Or you mention the muhazzar minhu, meaning the thing you're warning the person from, double, mukarrar, 2 or 3 times. Okay? For example, if you want to warn somebody, this is example, what comes in the hadith? You say Allah, Allah, fi ashabi. Ay, you're warning them of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ was warning them regarding his companions and saying bad things about them and not being good to them. So Allah, Allah, you mention muhazzar minhu mukarrara. And here it is no atf. Correct? Another way of saying it is you mention mukarrar, it doesn't have to be mukarrar all the time. For example, here you have naqatallahi wa suqayaha. Come in the Quran, naqatallahi wa suqayaha. Ay ittaqiya, ihdar. Naqatallah, beware of the command of Allah and its turn of its right to drink. So again here is muhazzar, it's tahzir, but it's not mukarrar. It's also a way of doing it. And another way of doing it is you're going to say, you don't have to do mukarrar, nafsaka, nafsaka, save yourself. You can repeat it, or say it once, nafsak. Or nafsaka wal hasada. These are different ways of doing tahzir. So he's only mentioned 2 here, but there are many other ways. I thought I mentioned, especially because this comes in the Quran, this comes in the hadith, this comes in the Quran. So I thought it's important to mention. You following? Okay. Right. Okay, so if you summarize again, tahzir, we can do tahzir using what? Iyaka. And iyaka was originally ittaqiqa. Yes? And you remove the ka and then it becomes iyaka. And you can say iyaka wal hasada with a wow. You can say iyaka min al hasadi. Or you say iyaka al mira'a without, so you have a wow, a min, or nothing. You have iyaka. With iyaka, when you say iyaka, you can't say ittaqi iyaka. You have to remove the fa'il. When you want to use iyaka to warn somebody, whether you use iyaka wa, iyaka min, however you use iya, you have to remove the fa'il. If you want to just mention the muhazzar, nafsak. Okay? You can say on its own once. Nafsaka, nafsaka. Repeat it. Or have a wow on the muhazzar minhu as well. Muhazzar. Do adf on the muhazzar minhu. Nafsaka wal hasad. Nafsaka wal shirk. Nafsaka wal ithma wal dhunub. You understand? Nafsaka wa tarka salah. Yes? Or you can just repeat the muhazzar minhu, the thing you're warning about. Allah, Allah. Or naqatallahi wa suqayaha. But in these, you don't have to remove the fa'il. You say, وَجَنِّبْ نَفْسَكَ وَالْحَسَدَ يَجَنِّبْ نَفْسَكَ الْحَسَدَ. You can say that if you want to. You can bring the fa'il in these things. Or in the Quran, قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا. That's also tahzir. But it's like a normal jumla fa'iliyah. There's no, I don't know if you might not mention this saying this is not tahzir. It's tahzir in meaning, tahzir ma'nan in meaning, la usluban, not in terms of its structure. Allah saying here, save your family from what? Nara. But the word the verb is mentioned. Okay? Nafsi is not from this. Nafsi is something else. Because you're not warning from nafsi. Nafsi is like, Mali sha'nun illa nafsi. Or something else is mahzoof there. This is not from this. A good question. Okay? Ji. Right. Al-thalithu ma, now the third place. So the places where the fa'il is mahzoof. Okay? The third place where you remove the fa'il is in here. The third place is that word, ma, that word, أضمر, hidden. And whose amir refers back to the ma. So it says whose amil, governing verb or noun. So the third scenario where you remove the fa'il is where is that word whose governing verb or governing noun is hidden on the condition of tafsir. Let me explain this to you. Okay? Okay, but another thing important is what this is called ishtighal. So in this book of Nahwa it's called ma uzmira amiluhu bi sharti ya ala shariti tafsir. But the most common noun in other books is called ishtighal. What's it called? Ishtighal. Okay? So ma uzmira amiluhu bi shariti tafsir. Okay? So this is the name in this book, and other books is called ishtighal, and this is more common ishtighal. Okay? I made a mistake. I bring my football training session PowerPoints here by mistake. Now let me explain this to you. What is this football field? Yes? How many goalkeeper slots do we have? One. Can you have more than one goalkeeper? So if you have two goalkeepers, what happens then? Can they fit? Because you have slot. You have a defender slot. You have left back slot. You have the right back slot. You have the triquester. Big name, isn't it? I can't remember all these names. Then you have what? You have the holding midfielder. You have the number 10. You have the striker. You have the left winger. You have the right winger. Yeah? Many slots, but you only got one goalkeeper slot. If you have two goalkeepers, you can't fit. One has to go on the bench. Or one has to go on the B team. So there's certain allocated slots for positions. Okay? But these are flexible, you can make them. But in the goalkeeper, there's only one goalkeeper slot. So in a jumla, you also have slots. You only have one maf'ul bihi slot. You can have maf'ul bihi thani for certain verbs. Okay? But certain verbs only have one maf'ul slot. How many slots do they have? Can you have two maf'ul bihis? Let's say, for example, if I have the word nasara. Nasara 2. How many slots of maf'ul bihi does it have? Zaydan. Can you say nasaratu Zaydan amran? If I say wa amran, that's harful atf. That doesn't matter. Can I make another slot here, another maf'ul bihi? Not maf'ul mutlaq, maf'ul lahu. Those are the defenders and the strikers and everything. We're talking about a maf'ul bihi, the goalkeeper slot. Can you have another amran here? Because nasara doesn't have, it's not fa'il muta'addi ila maf'ulain. It has only one maf'ul bihi. Right? So it's got one slot, only one maf'ul. Are you following me? So far, so good? It's very important, right? It's very simple. Very simple. Now, Rusulan, what's Rusulan mean? Prophets. It's mansoob. قَدْ قَصَصْنَاهُمْ قَصَّ يَقُصُّ to narrate a story. We have narrated unto. The word قَصَّ يَقُصُّ is used like this. The story you're telling is a maf'ulun bihi. Who you're narrating it to becomes a muta'alliq. It comes with ala basically. You can say it's maf'ul bihi thani ghayru sarih. That's another issue. But maf'ul bihi sarih has one slot only. Yes? So now, qassa yaqussu means what? To narrate. Who's the fa'il? We. Who's the maf'ul bihi? Hum. And alayka becomes the muta'alliq or the. So qasasna was the captain. He picked his goalkeeper. Who's his goalkeeper? What happens to Rusulan? What's Rusulan tarkib? It should be maf'ulun bihi. Because Rusulan refers back to what? Whom? But can this be maf'ul bihi? Team is full, mate. No place for you. You know the last man gets kicked out, bicharo. So obviously it's Quran, so we don't make an example. For example, I'm saying now examples. So in here, we have here قَصَصْنَاهُمْ عَلَيْكَ. It's finished. Yes, if you want to be, he said, I'm a goalkeeper only. I'm maf'ul bihi only. I'm not maf'ul lahu, I'm not maf'ul mutlaq, I'm not maf'ul li ajlihi, I'm not maf'ul ma'hu. I want maf'ul bihi. So, sorry, you don't have space maf'ul bihi. We put you in the B team. What's the B team? It's qasasna's brother. Another qasasna mahzuf. B team. So we can't make rusulan the maf'ul of qasasna. Do you understand why? Why? Huh? Because whom is there? Whom is already maf'ul bihi. So we can't, we only got one slot for maf'ul bihi. So I'm very sorry, rusulan can't become the maf'ul bihi of whom? What we do, put in a B team. What does that mean? We bring another verb, which is mahzuf, which is the same as this. I'm going to put it here, and you the maf'ul of this. You can go on that team. You can't be on this team, because there's no space for goalkeeper on this team. There's only one slot for maf'ul bihi, and that's taken up. Have you understood? Similarly here, وَرُسُولًا لَمْ نَقْصُصْهُمْ. Sorry, again, you can't become maf'ul bihi of our sentence, but we will facilitate for you. This is the fa'il. The fa'il is inside of it. Fa'il is inside. Hum is a maf'ulun bihi. And then this has to become what? A maf'ul of a hidden verb, which is what? Naqsus, lam naqsushum. Have you understood? You understand the concept that was happening? Why on earth do this? Can you tell me why it is done? Why is this done? What meaning does it give? What kind of fa'idah does it have by having this structure, this complicated structure? Emphasis. Because we said rusulan, we mentioned it once. Then the zamir is there again. So it creates an emphasis, and it gives, it really, it kind of highlights the rusulan. Because it comes twice. Do you understand? Has everybody understood? Let me know please upstairs. Okay, it's very important. It's very easy masala. It's not difficult, is it? Yeah? Okay? Okay. Repeat once again. Okay, let's go ahead again. So, let's start again fresh. Did you understand? Okay? Right? So, we're going to go again. Let's go one time again. So, just like we say, for example, in football, you have one slot for a goalkeeper. Right? And the other slots. In a jumla, every jumla can have a fa'il, have a fa'il, maf'ul bihi. If some verb can have two maf'uls. It can have one maf'ul lahu, maf'ul ma'ahu, hal, tamyiz, etc. You can have many maf'ul bihis as ma'tuf alayhi ma'tuf. But it's really one maf'ul bihi and ma'tuf on the maf'ul bihi. But how many slots are there for the maf'ul bihi? One, unless it's a special verb that has two maf'ul bihis. Qasasna, how many maf'ul bihis does qasasna have? One. The person you're narrating to doesn't come as a maf'ul bihi, it comes as ala. Okay? Right? So now, if the fa'il only has one slot for maf'ul bihi, if two people want that slot, two people can't fit in that slot. There's only one slot. So in our example here, qasasna, qasas, fa'il, na is the fa'il. Whom is the maf'ulun bihi. And alayka becomes a muta'alliq. Okay? Now, rusulan, from meaning perspective, rusulan is only, what's his position? Maf'ul bihi. Can he be maf'ul bihi of qasasna? Why not? Because qasasna only has one maf'ul bihi slot, the slot has been occupied. And because they're closer, he becomes the maf'ul bihi. What we'll have to do is we'll have to say that rusulan is on a B team. We'll get another, we'll do what? We'll put another what? Qasasna. And this becomes the maf'ul bihi of this. Okay? You understand? So, rusulan qad qasasnahum. If, for example, you don't want to, if you want to, so now let's like example. If I say here, sami'tu al-Quran. Right? Very easy. Maf'ulun bihi. Another example for emphasis, al-Qur'ana sami'tu. Bit more emphasis. Because why? is fronted. The maf'ul bihi comes first. Even more emphasis, what would you say? Al-Qur'ana. What do you say? Sami'tuhu. Do you understand? So emphasis-wise, this is more emphasis. No emphasis? Emphasis because it's muqaddam. Muqaddam plus there's a zamir. So basically there's another what? Sami'tu here. And this creates emphasis. Do you understand? So in our example here, qasasnahum, even in here, rusulan is maf'ul bihi muqaddam should have been, but because whom is here, what happens now? This becomes a maf'ulun bihi. This has to become maf'ulun bihi of a hidden verb, rusulan, nam naqsus before it. This is called ishtighal, in more commonly in other books. And our book is called ما أضمر عامله على شريطة التفسير أي على شرط التفسير. Meaning what? So let's apply the terminology. So rusulan is what? Is a noun. أضمر. What's that properly? أضمر. أضمر. Meaning what? Hidden. What's hidden? فعله or عامله. It's فعل. قصصنا is hidden. On what condition? على شريطة. And the condition. What condition? التفسير. On the condition that the following sentence explains what the hidden verb was. So قصصناهم عليك explains to us what the hidden عامل of رسولا is. So أضمر, this verb رسولا, its عامل, its verb has been hidden on the condition that there's a tafsir after it which tells us what the hidden verb was. Do you understand? Have you understood? Yes. Okay? Yeah? Okay. So if you continue here, it says here, he's explaining here. Now, what is this? Kullu ismin. So this whole thing is every ism, like rusulan, after rusulan, what was there? A fa'il. Or shibul fa'il, like a fa'il or maf'ul. Okay? Yashtaghilu, occupied. Yashtaghilu, preoccupied. Or is busy. Meaning, the qasasna. So, kullu ismin. Like example, rusulan. بعده فعل قصصنا يشتغل ذلك الفعل قصصنا ذلك الفعل. The word قصصنا is busy. What's it busy from? And ذلك الاسم is preoccupied from that ism. Has no time for that ism. It has no time, no slot for rusulan. Why? بضميره, because of the zamir which refers back to rusulan, which is what? In our example, rusulan قصصنا hum. Which is what? قَصَصْنَاهُمْ. Again? Okay? What we can do? Let me type the ayah, let me write the ayah again. And we just point out the different points. So we have رُسُلًا قَصَصْنَاهُمْ. So let's go again. Okay? كُلُّ اسْمٍ. Example. بَعْدَهُ فَعْلٌ. أو شبه, we don't need that for now. يشتغل ذلك الفعل. That فعل قصصنا is busy from that ism. Which ism? From that ism. بضميره, because what? Because the فعل is doing amal on what? The whom, the zamir of that same very verb. Okay? Yeah? Have you understood? Yes? Subhanallah bihamdi subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.